Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
So we have this is debuting tonight at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is a Patreon exclusive. We did a debut a couple days ago on a different topic, which, fun topics. This one is the Reptilian Control City under Los Angeles and the Dark Smart Agenda. Yes, and more than that. It actually is quite a bit more than that. Fascinating stuff. We did do this one, the talking about El Elyon, and what's really going on behind, again, the most wealthy person on the planet, or at least that's what the numbers say. When you see this, look at this. You got three of the richest people on the planet right there lined up to watch 47's inauguration. They're going to be sitting with appointed officials. So three of the richest, most influential people on the planet right there in line to see 47 be inaugurated. A lot of people are buzzing about that, even to the point where they're talking about, what are we? Just having out and out technocracy? Is this what it is? Again, that's fascinating when you look at the ties. You get the stories that Jeff Bezos started Amazon. Again, they talk about, you launched your own business in your garage, in your basement, in grandma's house. Sure. You really think somebody can do this? And come up with these ideas in a world that is so, you got to be in the system. You have to be part of the system to become a billionaire. There's no way around it. People, believe in quote unquote the American dream, but the American dream often involved selling your soul to Satan, so to speak, in order to achieve that on the bigger scale. You see, I think a Charlie Daniels band, The Devil Come Down to Georgia, looking for a soul to steal. Again, you have people that have natural gifts and talents that the system will tell them, we will give you the entire world, just like Satan showing, Yeshua, Jesus, up on top of a mountain. All this can be yours if you bow the knee to me, become part of that which you abhor. Again, this is part of the great reveal. So, a lot of people are really putting a lot of hope into, again, people that are literally part of the system. The hope lies outside of the system. It lies well outside of the system. So they say while driving from New York to Seattle, Bezos penned the initial business plan for his organization, Cadabra, like Abracadabra Inc. He didn't like that name because he learned a lot of people were saying, what are you saying? Cadaver? Cadaver? Like dead? Well, corpse? Again, corporation. The root is corpse. And it is always a soulless endeavor when we get tangled in the big corporations. So he changed the name Amazon, and the rest is history. But did you know that Jeff Bezos' grandfather was a co-founder of DARPA? DARPA is at the source of so much technology and ways of hacking human consciousness, all sorts of weaponry that is tremendously sci-fi related. Yeah, absolutely. His grandfather, co-founder of DARPA. So was it really just, an ingenious stroke of inspiration, or was it because he's in the family, so to speak? Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg, the most popular social media network. Again, was it really just, his inspiration? He was a Harvard computer science student. Well, right away, Harvard, Yale, and other institutions of that sort, those are breeding grounds for the rich and famous, and also recruiting centers for those who we would call the Illuminati. So again, did he really invent this social media platform? Or is he really a fraud? He's just simply a tool that's being used by the CIA and now being, groomed side by side, Elon and Bezos and Dana White now, who actually, again, they're appealing to everybody that was well, irked by everything we saw in the last administration. They're appealing to people that couldn't stand the last administration by, again, trying to resonate with those, that think that men should be manly, let's just say, and again, follow the UFC and things like that. Because you have Zuckerberg, there was talk he's going to fight Elon in the ring because he is, after all, studying martial arts. And wouldn't it be a great event that would surely draw tons of interest?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, with their pedicures and all, I don't think that they would be interested in doing that. But it does make for good advertising. It makes for a good conversation, and it makes for entertainment, which for them, that's what this is all about. It's about entertainment, and not just for themselves, but keeping people entertained while they have people marching down the road to a world of technology where they literally cannot separate their body, mind, and soul from. It's going to be all this one conglomerate. They've put it in mostly the food. The food is the easiest thing to contaminate and get people to take, and they don't really question it. But then we also have it coming from the skies and the water. So, molding yourself with this technology, with the EMFs, and your body having a level of compatibility to that, that's just creepy. And then the phones are going to be able to read you, or your watches, they're going to be able to read your body, send that information right to your insurance company, right to your boss, right to anywhere. Even if you're on your day off, it won't really matter because you're loaded full of this antenna stuff that can be read by a piece of technology. And that's where I see it going. And I think it's just really terrifying. I think it's absolutely terrifying. And I'll drag my feet, as much as possible, and I'll exist in this world with as little technology as possible, which does make it hard. Does make it hard to make a living, but we're doing it. We are on the low end of technology. We do that on purpose because that's the way we are. And I don't like the high-end technology that's coming out. I do have a friend that keeps me updated on the high-end technology, and it's just that it has a different feel to it than what we're using right now, like our PCs right here, and we both have old phones and old tablets. But this new technology, it feels different. It has a different essence to it. And I don't like that. So, hopefully we can tell enough people, because people will just sort of march down the road as long as they're being entertained through fights, through media, through, even things like the fires that we're dealing with. People are looking all other ways except for right in front of them. And that's where we should focus our energy first.
Absolutely. And David Icke is the one that's always been saying that what we are up against, it's not communism. It's not, some sort of crazy, corrupt, diabolical capitalism. It's truly technocracy, which, again, it's ultimately technology ruling humans. And ultimately, it's the connection of AI intermingling with humans to the highest degree. So he is not a fan of any of those three people at all. And it is interesting when you look at Elon and you go into his background and look at, again, the family business, so to speak. Technocracy Inc., literally, Technocracy is a part, literally, of the family tradition. And we covered this in the exclusive video. But his maternal grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, was part of a movement, literally, back in the 30s. A group called Technocracy Incorporated wanted to reorganize society by putting scientists in charge of everything. How does the science work out for you? Trust the science. How would that work out for all of us? The movement flamed out, but its underlying message is still there. And again, this is in his family's heritage, Technocracy Inc. And there's more in his family's heritage than just that. And again, join the Patreon channel for exclusives. We probably average 2 or 2.5 videos over there, exclusives a week. So that would be over 100 exclusives a year, and you could join the channel for as little as $1 a month, so like 10 cents an exclusive. You won't find anything like that, anywhere else, really. And again, that's utilizing our research, but also what we get from the guides and Cindy's ability to channel as well as the way I channel as well, which is different than Cindy's. Again, love at first sight right here. Look at that. Look at that face. Pure love. I want to be your best friend forever. And he actually means it. He actually means it. Not like these billionaires. No, they're just selling you. It's just another sales play. And boy, they're billionaires. They're good at it.
Well, that look is much different than, a billionaire looking at you as just, kind of a resource and something for them to kind of soak up and feed off of. There is a difference in love, the love agenda here. But this guy is super cute. These two will be true friends for life, forever. And it'll just be just one big love fest for on and on and on.
Absolutely. And we talk about the Polish psychic Christoph, that he was doing research into Elon and Trump. And he sees that, what you have there is basically, it was curious because he says Elon is representing or controlled by, he kept coming up with the name Goliath. And he said it's not that it's physically a giant, but it's the power of the system. And yeah, he is absolutely there to make sure that 47 stays on cue and doesn't deviate from cue. And listen to that word there. You can't make this stuff up. Again, even if a president wanted to do things differently, they really they don't have the power without starting a full-fledged global revolution. And it would take a global revolution of thought, mind, and understanding. Again, a revolution that wouldn't be warlike, but would be truly revolutionary.
Indeed.
As always, guys, source bless and namaste.
Namaste.